Hey, it's Sigrun with Universal Pagan Temple, and apparently a supposed assassin has been found in the murder of Charlie Kirk. His name is Tyler Robinson of Utah, and he's 22 years old. And I'm really not buying the story that this 22-year-old did this, just based off of there were two people in the audience acting as diversions so he could get away, or whoever the assassin was could get away. And the obvious immaturity of what was going on, and then the whole they're trying to say that there's this boy Tyler Robinson. Well, he's 22. He's a technically legally adult. He's not a boy. But his activities online should have sent out red flags, and that he came from a Republican family. Although I want to make a very profound statement is that the family that you come from doesn't always dictate what your politics or even your religion is going to be as an adult. Um, Children grow up in a household, but they don't always maintain the values of their family. It could quickly change after they go into college or just they're exposed to the real world outside of their parents' home. Um, and you know I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, it was a mega shooter." No, their politics can change, and apparently, allegedly, his politics did change after he left home. Even though he's shown to be wearing a Donald Trump costume for Halloween a couple years ago. Um, People can change over a period of time, but he was discussing his plans, apparently, with his roommate and on Discord. That should have sent out red flags. Um, he was hiding the gun in the bushes before, and the bullet casings had Antifa, LGBT, leftist messaging on them. And I just really don't buy the entire story that it was a kid that grew up in a Republican household, went to college, was radicalized, and then decided he was going to go after Charlie Kirk. And apparently, they're also sharing that a couple of days ago he was at a dinner with his family, and he mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to his university, and he voiced his disapproval of Charlie Kirk. But yeah, just based off there was two people in the audience that were acting as diversions, so the would-be assassin could get away. I really think that this Tyler Robinson was a fall guy. And we're never going to know the true assassin because this was, well thought up and planned between multiple people. And I don't think college age kids in America of this generation can pull something off like this. And I think we need to be very aware of the people telling us to accept this narrative, to accept, what this FBI that's been flubbing a lot of things lately in this administration. I think we need to be suspicious of those telling us to accept this narrative, um, because these are the same people that are telling us to drop the Epstein case. And this whole thing just stinks. Another point that I want to make is that this assassination and it being pointed at a young man who was a lefty radical it really doesn't benefit the left's narrative or the Democratic Party in any way. Any, sound person would have, even if they were a lefty radical, they wouldn't have done something so obvious as to write messages on the bullet casings, and it's just too obvious what you could see online as to what was actually put on them. Um, Something like, "Hey, catch this fascist." It's just too mundane, too overdone, too hackney. Um, it's just too contrived. It seems fake. We have to use our intuition as pagans to decipher through all of this uh, fog of war, because the media is always, no matter who's in control of the media, the narrative, the left or the right, it's all you know it's all war upon the common man. um, and we always have to use our intuition to decide what's the truth and what's not the truth. And usually our intuition is pretty on key. If something doesn't feel right, it isn't right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'm kind of considering creating a community um, for the temple, online, maybe through a Facebook group or some other platform. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this entire case here, and then what platforms do you prefer, because we already have a Facebook group. But if not a lot of people are on Facebook, we could take it somewhere else. But just let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time, blessed be.